I already started recording. I believe that level of Zoom is still readable, ano? Kayang-kaya pa naman. Even on your phone. So sige po. I published this one in our Google chat. Save it. Maybe later on in your studies, makatulong to. When you answer less or sales type lease, ano, I recommend observing the following steps. Pero ha, you will only do so in your initial studies. Kung baguhan ka pa lang sa lessor, sales type lease, follow these steps. Pero kung expert ka na, you don't need to go through all of these steps to just answer a requirement asking what is the balance of lease receivables. Kasi pag yun ang tinanong, kung expert ka na, alam mo na kagad na ang kailangan mo lang i-compute doon ay net investment. And then hahanapan mo kung merong fair value. Yes, that is already the net investment. And then fair value, compare, which is which, lower, yun na po ang carrying amount natin. Pero again, beginners. Since this is just the first week you are studying lessor, for most of you, start tayo. Identify properly if the lease is direct financing. I have presented this problem to you and a hint that it is direct financing. I mean, a hint that it is sales type is dapat ang lessor po ay dealer or seller of that property. And this statement proves that. Amber is engaged in selling similar items of machinery to other parties, meaning ang machinery po na item ay inventory ni Amber. Check. Step 1. Step 2. Compute gross investment. Gross investment, what is that? Number of payments times annual lease payment. Residual value, whether guaranteed or not, isama mo yan. That is part of gross investment. If you would ask me, sir, bakit ganun ang gross investment? Let me just tell you kung ano ang feeling ko, ibig sabihin ng gross investment. Guys, ang gross investment para sa akin po, ito yung lahat-lahat ng matatanggap mo. Lahat-lahat ng matatanggap mo from the lease is your gross investment. Lease payments annually, how many times will you receive it? 5, 4 years. So, 4 na beses, 350,000. Every year, makakatanggap ka niyan. Also, ano pa matatanggap mo aside from the lease payments? Ibabalik sa'yo yung asset kasi may guaranteed residual value. So, it really defines ano-ano ang mga matatanggap natin. For those who are chatting right now, answering or giving me the answer for gross investment, thank you. That is a great help. But unfortunately, I will no longer grant points for this because to me, my expectation from you is that this is common sense at this point. Hindi ko na po kayo kailangan tanungin kung ano yung gross investment. It is presumed na alam nyo na. Kasi ito lang yun. Okay? That is your gross investment. And thank you to all of you who are answering. Tama po ang mga sagot nyo. And I believe in the net investment part, tama rin yung mga sagot nyo sa challenge natin, no? Because this is a sales type lease of 10% 4 years. The present value factors are the same as what we have up here. As you have already observed, I use scientific formula for Excel para makuha yung present value factors, rounded off to 4 decimal places. Kaya po kunin na lang natin yon. Are we in advance or not? Double check. January 1 is the date of the lease to Amber, to Lumin. We are on Amber's side of the fence. We are the lessor. And then the first lease payment was received on December 31, 2021. That means we are not going to use PVAD 1 because this is for advance. Okay? Ito lang ang gagamitin natin. So let me transpose or copy that one here. Multiply everything so that we get the present value for the lease payments and the guaranteed residual value. Finishing up, that is your net investment. Congratulations to the first 5 people who answered this one. Meron po kayong tigwa 1 point sa challenge natin. Hindi pa nga nagda 30 seconds, siguro marami na yung nakasagot ng question na pinost ko dun sa GC natin. So again, thank you for being prompt in your studies and for being alert in our lessons. So ayun na nga, gross investment minus net investment, makukuha natin si unearned interest income. And I have been neglecting the baby steps. Sorry, nasaan na tayo? We computed the net investment, that's step 3. We computed unearned interest income just a few moments ago, that is step 4. Know the following details. I'm sorry, it will take a lot of time if I read too much, but I have to highlight something that I did not discuss to you yet. Know that in a sales type lease, it is also common for the lessor to include an option to purchase. Pwede po. I can even illustrate it to you now. I could just do something that looks like this. Know that, sorry. Yes. Later na lang, gagawa na lang ako ng problem, no, para hindi kayo ma-confuse masyado. Maybe I'll include that in a special video. Pero wag na ngayon. It will only mess up my flow of discussion. So padayon anay kita, no? Unearned interest income is such, up to this point, I'd say basic. Alam mo to dapat paano gawin. Kung meron ka man mahirap na proseso na pagdadaanan, ito lang yun. Pero it is also the one step you can't have wrong. Kasi pag tinanong ka, what balance of lease receivable will be presented in the January 1 financial statements for 2021? Ang sagot mo po ay net investment. Okay, balance presented in the FS. Pag sinabi what is the balance of your lease receivable account, ito ang titingnan mo. Pero titingnan mo if we are in advance, kasi you have to deduct the first payment. Pag sinabing what is the initial recognition balance of the lease receivable, that is the initial measurement, which coincidentally is equal to this one because we are not in advance. So guys, I think I already educated you well. That is what I think, on answering these questions last meeting. So hopefully, kung ma-encounter nyo yung mga tanong na yon in the future, alam nyo na kung paano i-deal. Nasagutan natin to. I answered this up to here. Pero hindi ko pa naibibigay yung sagot para sa gross profit. This one, itong tatlong to, alam nyo na to because this is also the same thing in your direct financing. With a few exceptions. Because if I would emphasize in your baby steps, I did a highlight in yellow. And what does that mean? Kapag naka-highlight sa yellow po, these are different in comparison to direct financing. Kapag naka-blue ang highlight, it is the same whether you are sales type or direct financing. Guys, ito pa. Itong net investment, actually ang net investment, pwede ko na sana yan i-blue. Pero, it is only in respect to the first step. First note. Kasi pareho po sila present value of gross investment. Okay. Sorry, meron akong hindi na-include dito sa taas. Kapag po sales type lease tayo sa gross investment, we also add purchase option. Sorry, I will edit this baby steps. You will also add the purchase option at its face amount up here in the gross investment. And you will also include the present value of the purchase option in your net investment. Take note of that. I will resend this one in our GC para po ma-include yung purchase option na detail. So this will become yellow. Not quite sure. Pero let me think on it. Okay. Gross investment. Ano ulit yung sagot natin? Ito yon. Net investment, ano sagot natin? Ito, saka dito, ikaw. Okay. Gross profit. How to compute gross profit po? Now, I asked this in your accounting challenge. I mean, lease challenge. Tinanong ko to. And for you to be able to compute gross profit, you need two components. I also discussed this to you in the tail end of our discussion last meeting, but I'm not quite sure if you were able to catch that one because that was some 10 to 15-minute discussion only. So let me detail it to you. Kapag sales type lease po, naturingan siyang sales type because there is literally sales in the journal entries of the lessor. Sales type, kasi ang pag-account talaga ni lessor sa lease na to, in essence, it is a sale of goods. Pero yung payment niya is deferred lang. Ano yung deferred payment? Pinadaan lang sa lease payments. Pero in essence, this is really a sale. Kasi although hindi mo binebenta yung ownership ng asset, ang binibenta mo po ay yung katawan at kaluluwa ng asset. Na pag naibalik sa iyo yung asset, parang halos wala na siyang halaga. Okay, that is actually the essence of what a finance lease is. But it is more particular with sales type lease. Sige, padayon. Sales. Sales is net investment minus unguaranteed residual value, or may or dyan ha. Pag nagko-compute ka po ng sales, you have to compare the result with the fair value of the leased asset. Sorry if you got confused with that scrolling around. Ito po ang dalawang kriteria na pagpipilian mo kapag nagko-compute ka ng sales. Here is something that I forgot to insert from last meeting. Hindi ko to na-insert. Unguaranteed residual value. Unguaranteed residual value is deducted from net investment in presenting the figure for sales. Wanna know why? Because unguaranteed residual value is in effect a portion of the asset that you cannot recover. Because there is no guarantee na babayaran ka, or there is no guarantee na maibabalik sa iyo yung asset bearing that amount, bearing that value. Na kapag ang asset bumaba sa residual value niya, or it's destroyed completely after the lease term, there is nothing you can do about it because it was not guaranteed by the lessee. Walang ibabayad si lessee sa iyo. Unlike on the guaranteed scenario, pag nasira niya yung asset, babayaran ka ng lessee. Okay? Dinideduct yan sa sales kung unguaranteed siya because in effect, it is a portion of the asset that is of no value to be returned to us. Kung hindi mo yun na-gets, I'm sorry, I can't really expound too much on it. Memoriala na yan. For now, maybe later in your studies sa accounting, magmamature pa yung understanding mo, no? With much repetitions, with much reading, I hope we meet up there. Okay? Net investment minus unguaranteed residual value, that is your computational amount for sales. But if there is a fair value given for the leased asset, you must compare it and pick whichever is lower. It is a rule na kapag hindi nabigay ang fair value of the leased asset, it is presumed to be equal to the net investment minus unguaranteed residual value. Because who in their common sense would sell an asset lower than its worth? Okay, seller. Sino magbebenta lower than its worth? Worth being the fair value. At kung ikaw naman ay buyer, bibili ka ba ng asset na mas mataas ang presyo kaysa sa merkado? Di ba? Wise lang. Kung walang given na fair value, it is presumed to be equal to this A.1. 5.A.1. sales. In my format, you can easily compute sales because everything is there. The net investment is here. And if we look into the problem, is the residual value guaranteed or not? Fairly visible that it is guaranteed. Sir, I encountered a problem na walang residual, I mean may residual value, pero sir, it did not mention guaranteed. People, answer me in the chat. What do you think? Kung silent ang problem as to guarantee, what is the rebuttable presumption? Guaranteed or not? Can you type in chat, guaranteed or not guaranteed? Kapag silent po ang problem as to guarantee, is it guaranteed or not? Okay, I see a mix of opinions, pero I would like to make this a fun reading assignment for you. 50-50 kayo. Guaranteed and guaranteed. Maraming nagsasabi guaranteed, maraming nagsasabi unguaranteed. Pero hindi ko siya sasabihin sa inyo ngayon because I believe I did not include a problem for sales type lease. Sales type lease ha, na hindi ko minention kung guaranteed or unguaranteed yung residual value. Pero ha, for further reading sa inyo. This is very important. Dapat alam mo to. Kaya po, I will task you to read about it. Kasi pag sabihin ko lang ngayon, I don't think the understanding will be there. I will make it an assignment and I will tell you next meeting. Pag silent ang problem, guaranteed or not? Question mark. Hindi ko muna sasabihin para masaya. Okay, padayon. Sales. Wala namang unguaranteed residual value. So that means this is already our sales. Cost of sales. Kunin si cost of the asset to which in our problem it is given as 800,000. Kunin si initial direct cost. In our problem, there is a 200,000 initial direct cost. And unguaranteed residual value, there is none. Kasi expressly said, it's guaranteed. Cost of sales would be 1 million. But that is not what we are here for, right? We are here because what is asked is gross profit. And you know, gross profit is simply sales minus cost of sales. Which is why, when we would compute this one, voila, 211,915, that's your answer. Gross profit. O sige, alam ko kating-kating na kayo sumagot ng mga tanong. Hala. Lease receivable. Account balance presented in the FS January 1, 2021. In the chat now. First 5 people gets a point. This is rewarding you for your attentiveness. This is rewarding you for being quick on your solving, having presence of mind, and I hope it does you well, feeling that you are rewarded. Okay. Okay, I did not write anything in these. That's good. Sige po. Lease receivable account balance to be presented on January 1, 2021 para sa mga masyadong magmamadali, you did not learn your lesson yesterday. Let me emphasize. Hehehe. The first few people na sumagot, ang binigay sa akin ay carrying amount of lease receivables. Or carrying, I mean, lease receivable balance. on January 1, 2021. Take note, ang tinatanong dito, lease receivable account balance. Hey, nabiktima na naman kayo. All right. And the answer. We are not on advance, right? We are not. So let me just put the gross profit here so that we are complete on our requirements. Let me zoom out a bit. Maybe it doesn't hurt your eyes. Up to this point, medyo malaki pa naman yung text. So okay pa tayo dyan. December 31, January 1, 2021. Presentation tayo, presentation. Ano hinahanap natin na sagot? FS January 1, 2021 account balance ng lease receivable. So we're only talking about the gross amount here. Right? The gross initial lease receivable is equal to the gross investment. The unearned interest income was for an amount equal to 338,085. And the initial carrying amount or the initial amount of lease receivable from the lease is 1,211,915. And given that we do not have an advance, wala tayong in advance kasi ordinary annuity, this one has not been reduced yet. This one has not been reduced yet, so it is equal. Answer for our question is 1,550. Congratulations to the witty people who are definitely awake at this point. 3:50 na. Alas 3:50 na pero awake na awake pa rin kayo. Very good. 1,550 is your answer. Demarcation line. Now, I will not be hiding anything. Pabilisan ng kamay. First 5 people. Ito siya. Interest income. Go. December 31, 2021. Interest income. This is why I suggest, para sa mga naka-cellphone ngayon, you are at a big disadvantage. Sa laptop kayo, mag-attend ng synchronous class ko. Okay? If ever you will be under my class for synchronous sessions in the future, I suggest laptop. Mas mabilis mag-type sa chat pag nasa laptop ka. Winners for the account balance lease receivable, nangunguna sa nagbigay ng tamang sagot, it's you, Frances. Congratulations. Frances Erica Rocha. This is now followed by Erica, another Erica, Hamin. Pag magkaanak ako ng babae, Erica ipapangalan ko. Kasi bright. Char. Pero hindi pa promise yan, ha? This is followed now by Princess Nicole, the third one. Princess Nicole. Very nice. And Nina, fourth, followed by Christine Antor. Miss Abuyen and Miss Antor. Congratulations. Oh, interest income, interest income, interest income. If you are an expert in doing this, in doing all of this, the quickest way to interest income is simply this one times 10%. 121,192. But if you are even smarter, kahapon pa lang nung binigay ko yung sagot, yung binigay ko yung problem, dapat anticipated mo na maaaring itanong to. In fact, para sa mga gusto i-verify yung mga sagot nila, dapat gumawa ka na ng present value table. Kung hindi ka pa sanay sa carrying amounts, present value table na lang, nilagyan mo na lang sana. Gumawa ka na lang sana. And because we are high-tech here, I can create that real quick. This is an annuity of 350. And we have a residual value of 150 guaranteed. Doesn't really matter if unguaranteed, we still include it. Interest income, that one. December 31, sorry, I am zoomed in a bit. December 31, 2021. Sagot. Okay? Oh. Mga alert kayo, no? Unfortunately, the last two remaining questions are a bit redundant. So let me erase this one. Let me put the demarcation line. If you have been typing before I said go, that will not be counted. After the demarcation line, dun lang po ako mag... Okay. Sorry. Sir, can you please slow down? Sorry, have I been discussing this too fast? Sorry. I presumed that most of you already have the answer because this was the challenge problem. Is it not? Can you confirm? This is the challenge problem, right? Diba? I already gave it to you, which is why I am going a bit faster than usual because I presumed you already have the answers. But yun na. I can't really abide by the slowdown request because that is my reasoning. Though, for the interest income na question, this one was answered correctly. First 5 na nakasagot ng tama. It's still Frances. Okay, yung mga natawag ko na kanina tapos yung matatawag ko ngayon, hindi nakasali sa pangatlo na tanong, okay? Which is the ones you are answering right now. Pero for interest income, it's you again, Miss Rocha. Bilis ng internet nila, Frances. Actually, ang dami nakapagbigay ng tamang sagot, pero nauna siya. And then, it's you, Maria Jean. Very nice. Kent, finally, nauna ka. Followed by Miss Christine Rose. And the fifth one, Miss Rose Venice. Yung mga natawag ko na ngayon, in the next question, you are disallowed muna ha? Which is, ito na, yung tanong na sinasagutan nyo ngayon. I will not be including you in my counting of the first 5. Lease receivable carrying amount presented in the FS of December 31, 2021. Looking at our amortization table, we can immediately see that given that we have an initial balance of 1,211,915, that is equal to your net investment, di ba? Ito yung initial balance natin na pag i-plot natin yan sa amortization table, dapat pareho yan dito. Okay? I have space here just in case it's in advance. But since we are not in advance, kadali. Okay, sorry. I did not plot the payments yet. 350, 4 times, right? Magiging mali po yung yung sagot natin sa December 31 kasi hindi ko pa na-plot yung payments. 4 na beses yung 350, right? Do we have residual value? We do. That is 150. Okay? Hindi ko na format to na maayos, so please stand by ng konti. Okay. That should be how your amortization looks like. It is how your amortization table should look like I highlighted the wrong one earlier because I didn't complete the amortization table yet. So right now would be your opportunity to do a screenshot. The problem is already in our GC. This is the amortization table. This is the answer for interest. And this is the answer for the last question for the problem, which is December 31, 2021 carrying amount. Okay? Sige. Para sa mga medyo nabibilisan sa discussion, it's now time for you to ask me, sir, can you go back to this one? Sir, can you go back to that one? Sige po. While I do the recording of the winners. Because unfortunately, in this kind of recitation, the winner takes it all. Pinangungunahan ni Miss Zephanie Conos. What a beautiful name. Second one is Frances Rocha. Ang bilis talaga ng internet nila, Frances. Ang bilis ng utak. Pero unfortunately, I did say, hindi ko na kayo isasama. I'm sorry, Christine. My first three beautiful girls, Frances and Christine, kayong dalawa, hindi po kayo kasali muna, although you gave the correct answer. The second one to receive a point is you, Miss Dana, Maria Dana Balyos. Third, Erika Hamin. Nanalo ka kanina, no? Tama ba? Nanalo ba si Erika kanina? Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Third one would be Anay, Cha, Lago. Nagdaog kagyap kanina, no? Tama ba? Cha? Also, Waray pa, okay. Sige. Rose Venice Lugod, I'm pretty sure nanalo kanina. Don't worry, in the next problem, reset tayo lahat. May chance ulit. Lady V. Pangilan na ba yun? Di ko na ma-count. Pangapat pa lang ba si Lady V? I believe so. So sige, Lady V. Lady. Congratulations. And then Ivan. Okay, nanalo na ba si Ivan today? Di pa ata. Congrats. Sige po. That would be the conclusion of our one problem in here. Our sales type lease na discussion. As you can observe, pag meron ka po ng mga computations na to, you already have a kick-off point. Meron ka ng starting point kung ano man ang requirement na hingin sa'yo. Pero for the sake of completion, ang presentation po ng financial statement natin, ganito ang mangyayari. Yung January 1, makakatanggap tayo ng bayad sa December 31, di ba? January 1 na lease receivable account, 1,550. Pero sa December 31, magbabayad si Lexi ng 350. So mamaminus yan dito. Magiging 1,200,000 na lang ang balanse ng lease receivables account natin. Yung account ha? And then, going into your unearned interest income, ito yung balanse natin sa beginning of the year. Pero pagka year end, a part of that will become interest income. And that is what we answered earlier na 121,192. So mangyayari po is ang balanse niya na lang ay magiging 216,894. And when I do a deduction of the two, I get 983,107, your answer for the last requirement. And if I look into the amortization table, see that amount, that one checks out with this one. I hope that is clear. And I hope hindi na ako masyado nang mamadali. Okay, sige po. Okay ba tayo doon? Hindi pa tayo tapos. Hindi pa. Meron pa tayong another one problem. Oh. Which is this one. Oh, hala. Pareho la ba? Pareho la?
Different rate ata, sir.
Okay. Hindi, sige. Then let me make it different. Kadali ha? We did not completely follow the baby steps. Pero given that you have already computed everything earlier, we have already computed earlier lahat ng nagawa natin Sana kaya mo na i-recreate ang entry na to. May amount naman tayo for cost of sales, may amount tayo sa interest income, di ba? May amount din tayo sa lease receivables na gross. And then inventory that is simply equal to the cost of sales. And then the initial direct cost is this one, cash. I know inventory is not directly equal to cost of sales. It is equal to the cost of the asset. So that was something inconsistent that I said there. Baka ma-review mo yung video, tapos sabihin mo mali yung sinabi ni sir, which happens more than I would like to. Pero sige po. The 7th one is the same. Do the amortization table. The 8th one is also the same. Entries for amortization, entries for the collection of lease payments. And last one is do the presentation, which I demonstrated for your last requirement. Okay? Okay, there is something that I need to do with this last problem because we have a different rate, but everything is virtually the same. So let me make this challenging for you. Last problem for sales type lease. So this one is unprecedented. Walang ni isa sa inyo na may alam kung anong ibibigay ko ngayon. So you are all on equal footing. I am now creating a problem on the fly. The negative thing about this one though is that baka magkaroon ng inconsistencies. Pero I'm crossing my fingers na sana naman huwag mangyari. Okay. I'll give you a few minutes to try and answer this. And while you are doing the answering, maybe i-pause ko muna yung recording. Actually, I will pause the recording now. So right now, I resumed the video recording. If you are reviewing this video, ginpause ko ini kanina to give time to my dear students to answer this requirement that I have down here. Ito po yung tinatanong ko. Lease receivable balance presented in January 1, 2021. I can easily do that using my amortization table, but to be fair to everyone who is computing manually, let me follow the baby steps recommendation. Yes, this is a sales type lease. Gross investment, annual lease payments are equal to 300,000 here. Okay, annual lease payments. How many times will we be receiving 300,000? That is for 6 years. So what we will do, we will just input the number 6 here so that later we can go ahead and multiply this by that one. 1,800,000 initial lease receivable account balance. Pero hindi pala yon. Hindi pala yon yung sagot. Hindi ko pa nakuha yung option to purchase. Okay? Kailangan ko i-add dito yung option price. equal to 200,000 to make this accurate. Initial lease receivable balance, account balance, I mean, is 2 million. And there is an awful lot of people who answered that. Sorry, hindi ko na po kayo tinotroll. I am already asking for not that amount, but rather the initial balance that will be presented here. Laasan na yun. Hindi ko na-copy dito. So, teka, let me yoink that one from this here. Kopyahin natin tong format na to para sa pagsagot ko mamaya dito in our second problem, meron tayong colleagues. Erase lang natin to. Erase, erase, erase. Okay? Okay, sige. Ang tinatanong ko po is what will be the amount here? The carrying amount of lease receivables presented in the January 1 financial statements. Okay, this one. Ito siya. Not this one. X to. Ito ang tinatanong ko. Okay? So sige, padayon kita. Gross investment, as usual, yun na yun. Net investment, compute your present value factors, and that is for 6 years of 8%. And determine, are we in advance or not? For the purpose of this problem, we started January 1, 2021, that is the signing of the lease, and we will receive the first payment on January 1, 2021, which means that we rule out the PVA1 because we are PVAD1, advance. Okay, 6 years, 8%, PVAD1, that would mean I will use the present value factor of 4.9927. And I will use PV of 1, 0.6302 for my purchase option. Okay? Amount, face value, 300. Face value, 200. Multiply. Excited si sir. Yan ang makukuha mong sagot. And if you are a learned student, I mean, kung naintindihan mo na yung topic through and through, you will understand that there is no need for further computation at nakuha mo na yung tamang sagot at this point. It's 1,623,850. That is the amount to be presented in January 1. Sorry, I spoke too soon. That is not yet the answer. Let me complete this. Kaya nga may baby steps tayo, sir, para makumpleto mo lahat. Oo, sorry. That is not the answer yet. That is the answer if I am asking you what is the initial lease receivable balance on January 1. Okay? But if I am asking you what is the balance to be presented in the financial statement of January 1, 2021, that is altogether a different question. I know it's confusing, but hear me out. Here, when we do present in our financial statements here, the initial lease receivable gross will be equal to the gross investment of 2 million. And the unearned interest income will be equal to this one. Which is why I was telling you earlier, I recognized by mistake that this is the answer. When in fact, that is not the one we're looking for, because we are looking for the amount here. What do you mean, sir? What do you mean by saying that? Because on January 1, apart from the initial lease, apart from the initial recognition ng lease natin, hindi lang yun yung nangyari. Kasi meron ding nangyaring advance payment. Okay? And that advance payment is that on that day, we were paid one installment of 300,000. Magmaminus ako dito kasi binayaran ako ng advance, which means that this one will be equal to 1.7 na lang. Pero on the FS of January 1, 2021, mind you, there was no interest earned. So the rest, the entire unearned interest income would remain the same. Hindi po ito yung tinatanong. Again, ang tinatanong is this one. And the answer is that 1323,850. Let me review. Ano ba yung tanong? Lease receivable balance presented January 1, 2021 FS. That is indeed the answer. I mean, the question. And the answer is this one. Too much? Is that too much? Well, I tell you, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Precisely 5 people who got it correct. I'm sorry for pushing you too deep into the water. Ano? That is, on a difficulty scale, a very difficult question for a level of a first-time student. Ngayon ko lang diniscuss yung purchase option, pero this is rewarding those who know what they are doing. Dominic, you almost got the correct answer. You just forgot to deduct the first payment. Hindi mo nakita na in advance. No, nakita mo na in advance siya kasi you have the correct answer for initial. Ano?
Yung PVAD 1.
Yes. Also, Rinier has the same idea pero hindi niya na-deduct yung first installment.
Sir, may question ako, sir.
Go ahead.
Like, yung sa unearned interest income, sir, di na po ba dinidak yung interest income, sir?
Dinideduct ba yung interest income for?
Doon po sa unearned interest income, sir.
Yes, dinideduct. Kung meron ng interest na na-earn. Pero if you would observe dito sa sinasagutan natin problem, the initial recognition is January 1, 2021, right? And the statement presentation is also January 1, 2021. So that is not yet 1 day. Hindi pa nga isang araw yung lumilipas. So wala pa tayong interest na na-earn dyan. Because interest to be recognized needs PRT, principal rate, and time. So you don't have time yet. Claro?
Yes, sir, noted. Dito lang
Okay.
sinalipat. Thank you.
You're welcome. So sige, any other question? I know this is difficult, pero I believe if this was not a pressure question, kaya nyo masagutan to ng tama, lahat kayo. It's a pressure question, tapos malipat pa hiya. Kaya po, ini-emphasize ko sa inyo na dapat nagbabasa ka na maayos ng tanong. Okay? Read the requirement carefully. A lot of you have a correct idea. Si Rose Venice, si Dana, sino pa? Yes, Kent. And Dominic. Sayang, Dominic. May sagot na si Dominic immediately pero siguro nagkulang ka ng pagbasa ng konti. And all the rest, ano. Pero ito sila yung mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot. But before I do that, let me give this one to you to keep you a bit busy. This is for everyone. Type your answers in chat now. The question is faithful, ha? I am asking you the receivable balance, December 31, 2021, or the 1 year after of this one. Ano na ang magiging balance nito 1 year after? Breakout star of this meeting is Frances Rocha. Palaging nauuna sa pagsagot. Very good. Keep that up. This one is followed by Ivan, who initially entered a wrong answer but immediately corrected himself. Very good. What a comeback. Papangalanan ko na talaga ng Erica ang baby girl ko. Erica Hamin. Frances Erica Rocha. Third one to get the correct answer. Rose Venice, ano bang nakain mo? Mag-share ka naman sa mga classmates mo. Ba't ang talino mo? Very nice. Fourth na yon si Rose. And then the fifth one to give the correct answer, albeit she was off by 10,000. Pero maybe it's considerable. Sabihin na lang natin, maybe she used a tad bit too few of decimal places. I'm not quite sure. Miss Christine Antor. 1333 yung sagot niya instead of 1323. 10,000, but that is substantial. Ano yun? I don't think it should be 10,000 apart. O sige, Christine, sabihin mo sa akin, tama ba ang sagot mo, Christine Antor? Miss Christine, can you hear me? Please speak up. I am not paying attention to the chat because I have to scroll down so far. Ivan, you're raising a hand. Why?
Sir, is the assumption on the problem, the payments are all at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year?
Hala.
An assumption lang naman
Yes.
at the moment, sir, at the
Okay.
end of the year.
This is for the December 31 na question, ano? Ivan. Okay. Sige. Because you will be confused what to put because there is no payment yet. Okay. Sige. And it did not say for every December 31. Oh, sige. To all of you answering, I'm sorry it is not mentioned in the problem. The subsequent payments will be every December 31. Thereafter. So it means December 31, 2021 may bayad. 2022 December 31 may bayad. So on and so forth. That is something I missed, and let me say, my bad. Dito ko na lang ilalagay siya. So, ang ibibigay mo talaga na sagot sa akin is the balance of this one 1 year after. Matapos ang isang payment, matapos ang isang accrual of interest income. Pero guys let me just tell you this one right now. Even if it's January 1, 2022 or December 31, 2021, you would still anticipate the January 1 payment. And it is actually acceptable to still present it as if ang balance na ipipresent mo sa December 31 ay January 1. Kahit na January 1 pa yung payment, it's acceptable because that is putting substance over form to improve the readability of your actual situation ng statement of financial position. So with that, sige. I am giving a few more minutes for you to answer. So guys, I guess that is enough time for soliciting answers to everyone. Sir, waray ka kumanto SPS pag-attend misa. Kay nakadto ako kanina, pero umuli ako para magklase iyo. Kay importante ko kamo. Alams na. Char. Balit, that is not a char. In all seriousness. Okay. Sige po. I think we did this. This is our answer earlier for the initial. No, not initial. The January 1, 2021 carrying amount for the lease receivables. Let us recreate that in our present value table. I mean amortization table. And maybe we'll follow all of the requirements here. Follow on na lang kung kailanganin na nating sagutan if there is a requirement that comes up. Pero for now, I will be doing it like this. Unang-una, meron pong bayad na matatanggap for December 31 FS. I mean, December 31 payment, di ba? 300,000? Tama? Ito hiya, January 1 FS, 17 unleased receivable account. Ma-minus kita 300,000, the account will only have a 1,400,000 balance. The question now is, what is the interest income para ma-recognize natin dito? Also, ayun lang, what is the interest income? To which we can easily answer because we already have the beginning balance down here. Beginning carrying amount. That is only to be multiplied by 10%, makukuha mo to. That's the interest income. And if I ever have the interest income...
Sir, 8 po.
Okay, sorry. Nasanay lang. 8%. Thank you. 8%. That is, thanks to my adorable children here for reminding me that we are now 8%. Ito ang magiging balance natin. 1,129,758. Or if you are a little bit smug and you say, advanced learner kaya ako, sir. Calculator lang yan. 1,3. Calculator, participate, cooperate. 1,323, 850 times 1.08 minus 300,000. Huwag ka, sir. Nakuha ko kagad yung sagot. 1,129,758. And here's a third way. If you are not acclimated to doing these answers, hindi ka pa masyadong caught up to speed on how to do this, amortization table, it's the key. Okay? Paano gawin yung amortization table? In advance, 300,000. Right? And we have an option, 200,000. Correct? And let me go ahead and lay down the payments. That is, meron tayong initial payment sa January 1, 2021. Am I right? That is 0101. January 1, 2021. Meron tayong initial payment na 300,000. And on this date, wala pa pong interest. The second payment, December 31, 2021. Third payment, 2022 December. Fourth, 2023. Fifth, 2024. And finally, 2025 December 31 is the last installment. Anim, because it's for 6 years. And there is a residual value, there is an option of 200,000 that we are anticipating to receive. Let me check if my calculations are still accurate. Okay, that is interest, OX. This one is interest, OX, interest. Okay, malito. This is interest. This one multiplied by that one. Ba't ko ginagawa to sa sarili ko? Just copy it down. Okay. Ba't ko ginagawa to sa sarili ko? I am an Excel teacher. I should know how to do this. But why? Okay, that one is not the correct formulae. Okay. Okay. Yan. Yan po. Wala nang interest dito, Kevin. Ano ba problema mo sa buhay? Yan. That is your amortization table. Sorry if it took me a bit of time. Because you know, guys, good things Nakalimutan ko na. Pinaghihirapan mo yung mga good things na yan. So yan. Ano yung tinatanong ko ulit? December 31, 2021 balance, which, if you would complete the amortization table, will give you this one. 1129,758. Accurate yan sa calcu ko. Accurate yan kung finalo mo ang method na to dito sa baba.
Sir,
Yes, Ivan?
an interest expense sa kuan, sir.
Income?
2025. Ay, interest income, I mean, sir.
Okay. Interest income didi,
750.
dirhiya accurate ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige. Yes, because it is going to be forced balance, no? Pero sige daw, if i-try ta daw. Let me see. Tama man. This is not 2026 anymore. 2025 lang kita kutob. Tama man, Ivan. I believe. I believe it's correct. Okay, may Sayop Goodman formula. Yan, Kevin, pinangpangunahan mo sarili mo. Alright, that should be it. Kasi baka lang naman itanong, no? Pero guys, normally I have not yet had the experience of solving a problem na yung tinatanong ay ito. Because this one is widely inaccurate, if I may be frank. Kay ito hiya guys talaga, ang last year nga interest income, ginfo force balance na lang ito para ma-zero out an receivable. Because it should be zeroed out. And this one is inaccurate because of rounding off of the present value factors. This is zeroed out because the lease is over. Wala ka na matatanggap. So dapat zero na ang receivable mo. Diba? In that regard, let me now go ahead and give points where points are due. Kasali lahat. Walang exception dito. Princess, ikaw na una. Congrats. I think we should just discuss, we should take lease back on another day. Pagod na ba kayo? This is now followed, Princess na una, nakapagbigay ng tamang sagot. Pangalawa si Dana. Aliana, what a beautiful name. Okay. After Dana is Zephanie. Hala, na kung recording din post ko ngayon ito kanina. Okay, naka-renew. Okay. I had a mini heart attack. But it all turned out well in the end. Third is Zephanie. Fourth is Trixie. Do you realize now, guys, that the most difficult thing to determine kapag nagsosolve ka ng lease receivable, ang pinakamahirap talaga i-solve is this one. Kain ka na. Ito siya, ang pinakamahirap. And I dare say it is also the most important thing to not mess up. You mess that one up, everything goes to the dump. Walang silbi lahat. Pag mali mo ang pag-compute neto, mali ka na lahat. No? Mali interest income. Mali balance December 31. Mali ang entry, of course. Mali ang sales because this one is your sales. Mali gross profit kasi mali yung sales. Pag tinanong what is the effect to net income, mali din kasi mali yung revenue eh. So yun. Kasi pag sinimulan mong mali, matatapos kang pagkakamali pa rin yun. Okay, sige. I'll give you a few ay hala, ang lost ngayon, sorry. Upat pala nga yan adtuhin na doon ikaupat nga hintagan ko hin points. Hala. I will be recounting. Sorry. The fifth one is you, Chizon. Chizon, congrats. Oh, laban pa? Gusto pa ng points? Magtatanong pa ba ako? Advantage na. Halos lahat ng maaari kong itanong nandito na sa ano na to, na amortization table. Because if you have the amortization table, you have everything. Almost, at least. Not everything, but almost everything. Pero sige po, let us complete this. Sales. We do not have any unguaranteed residual value, so let's go get net investment. Cost of sales, the cost of the asset is 1 million, I believe. And we have an initial direct cost of 250. Ano ba naman kayo? Hindi ko na kayo bibigyan ng points for this. This is common. This is basic. This one should not be contested. Gross profit is this one. Pero sige. Last question.
Demarcation, sir.
Ha? Ano ulit? Wala kayo nakikita?
Waray pa line, sir. I mean,
Waray pa demarcation line. Sir, unguaranteed po ang problem. So sales should be 1,497,810. There is no residual value. To the ones mentioning this one, our problem has no residual value because it's a purchase option. Yes, I understand. Nalilipong ka mo kay this is really taxing on the brain and I appreciate that na nag-e-effort ka mo hini. Okay, demarcation line. Now, here. Perhaps last question for today. We have 10 minutes remaining. This is a real test for the wits. Let's see if you have been keeping note of what we have been solving. I won't show you my solution. That's my solution. You have to have your own. Huwag ka mangungopya sa akin. Kasi in actual class, hindi ka makakapangopya unless your eyes are 20/20. Char. Okay. Sige. Net effect ha, dapat PL, you will mention increase or decrease. Or mention income or net expense. Net income increase or net expense as a decrease. While you're doing that, let me fix your attendance. As usual, my only hope, but ako nagsasuffer at nag-e-effort ng ganito because my only hope is at least naman lang masabi nyo na sa synchronous classes natin may natutunan kayo. Na hindi naging useless ang synchronous classes. If I still failed in doing that, then ako po ay katawang tao lang and I could not possibly address everyone's concern. But it would help if you tell me what to improve on. Because in future, if we meet again, then I may be able to address your concerns. Pag may reklamo ka, magreklamo ka kasi karapatan mo yun. Sir, you're going too fast. Thank you for reminding me. Sir, I did not get this one. Okay, let me get back to it. Sir, I have a question. Very well, let me answer. Sir, I have this question. I don't know how to answer you right now, but let me get back to you tomorrow. Di ba yun yung mga linyahan ng mga teachers nyo? How to be me? Play games 6 to 8 hours a day. Sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. And think what to do with the remaining 8 hours and make sure you are productive. Divide your day into 3 portions. The first portion is for your body, sleep. That's 8 hours. The next portion is for fun. That is for you to not feel depressed. That is for you to take care of yourself. And then the next portion is another 8 hours for productivity. That is for you to contribute to society and to self-growth. Pero I guess there are a lot of other advice that you picked up somewhere that said it better. So sige, edi wow. Sila na. Attendance, attendance, attendance. March na, guys, March na. Today, in the day of March 2, a special day that the Lord has made. Let me go ahead and make a copy of this one. Block 3 na next week. Ready ka na ba? Ready na ba ang heart mo? I'm pretty sure most of you are not. Because I myself am not ready for what's to come. I'm not saying na pag di ako ready, di din kayo ready, ha? Pero that's just a guess or an inquiry on my intuition. Let me stop. Let's not stop recording yet because I did not give the answer yet. Here is your attendance link. Para sa mga excited, gusto na makita yung link. Ito na yung link. O sige, so that while I'm discussing, figure out a way to fill that one out. Okay. Perhaps most of you are not familiar with the question. What is the net effect to PL from the foregoing transactions? That question in itself needs you to go through almost the entirety of the transactions here. But before I do answer that, let us follow your baby steps muna. Matapos mo lahat ng mga computation na to, let us go ahead and present the journal entries. 2021 journal entries. Okay? On January 1, the very first entry you will make is of course a debit to lease receivables equal to the gross amount of this one. That is also followed by a debit to cost of sales because you are accounting for this lease actually as in a form of a sale. Kumbaga, nagbebenta. Kumbaga lang ha. At least keep that in your imagination. Sige nga, dito ko na ilagay yung debit natin. Pero masyado siyang dikit. Center ko to. Okay, that is acceptable. Debit cost of sales, debit lease receivables, nagiging makalimutan si sir. Okay, may debit pa ba? I think yun na yun. Credit sales. This is your net investment or fair value of the asset, whichever is lower. Pero since alams na, nagawa na natin yan kanina, ito na yon. There is unearned, UII na lang ha, sa unearned interest income. Ito yon, dito siya. Pagkatapos, kung meron tayong initial direct cost, that is also a credit cash here. Binayaran mo. Take note ha, not always cash si initial direct cost kasi baka in kind yung binigay. Like for example, nagbigay ng service or something. Pero everything else held silent, it is assumed that you paid for something sa initial direct cost. Am I forgetting something? Ano yun? Inventory. Inventory. Sorry. That's equal to the cost of the asset. Okay? Amo ito sir, kay compound good nga tanan. That should be a balanced entry. That's the very first entry you make. Also, on January 1, you received cash. You credited lease receivables. That is because you had this one. Okay? 300,000. That's still January 1. Pagka December 31, you will also receive cash. Credit lease receivables. Why am I still typing? Copy. Enter. Trying to be smart, sir, huh? End up epic fail. Okay, that's the first entry on December 31. And there is also a debit to unearned interest income, UII, because we have to credit interest income for this. Kuridas na kon entries ha. Inihiya nakaday niha I think step 4 ha aton baby steps. Ini naman hiya step 7, step 8, step 9. I can't remember clearly. Pero that could be your guide. Unearned interest income, it is equal to the amount of interest income, of course, na na-recognize natin. Ito siya. I hope that's clear. You can take a screenshot if you will. Pero this one will be available and it is actually still on record. So review the video, it will be there. Okay. Too much talking, sir. Give us the answer. Sige po. Here are the things that will influence net income. Why did I enumerate the entries? Because if you are not yet sure how to answer the question, here is a way for you to be able to answer. Okay, here is something that you could possibly do. Una, sales. Pick out the items na income statement items sa mga entries mo. Tapos kunin mo yung net amount nilang lahat, makukuha mo what is the net effect to PL. Income, addition yan. Ito, cost of sales, that is an expense. Deduction yan sa net income. Interest income, addition yan. Is there any other item there that is income statement item? Wala na. So in short, the PL effect would be the following. This one is a negative because that's a debit. Debit is expense, yes. This one is an addition because it's a credit. And this one is an addition because, of course, it's a credit. All in all, taking all of that, this is my answer. Kunin mo lang lahat ng income at lahat ng expense. Sir, if I did not do the entries, how am I supposed to know that? If you do not know the entries, there is a simpler way of doing it. And that is take gross profit, take interest income. Let me separate this a bit farther from there. This is the simple way of doing it. 479,758. And I believe that is the same figure as what we have down here. Because, sir, you literally took the same thing, pero different presentation lang. Kasi ito, this could be a method if you are not yet used to picking out the answer, the requirement. Pero pag medyo sanay ka na, I guess you will understand why I did this. Am I justified in that? If not, again, please do tell me. Ask me, I mean. Comments on this one? Okay, this is increase, ha? Increase. Natural income to. Natural gross profit yan. Increase. Increase. Nahirap ba yung topic? Hala, kasi sir, wala pang nakasagot.
Tiga-answer.
Hindi rin maaram ko na tiga-answer. I do understand. Kaya nga, ito sila, ngayon lang nag-chat-chat. Pero sige, tama na yung mga sagot nyo kasi naipakita ko na yung tamang sagot. Pero sige, I think the one who got it correct, Anay ha? Let me see. Who got it correct? Way before I showed you the solution. Siguro hindi kayo nag-notes masyado, ano? But I do understand. Okay. Sorry, but I will not be accepting those who entered the answer after I discussed it. And it is my bad that nobody got the correct answer yet before I discussed. And I hope you do accept na diniscuss ko siya before anyone could answer kay time na good man. Time check, it's already 5:06. So let me go ahead and end the recording here. That is all for Lesser Accounting Finance Lease. Are you up for the challenge? Do you know what to study about? Do you know where your weakness is in terms of the computations? Please work on that. And if you have a question, if you hit a rock, hindi mo kaya i-overcome, please. I am just here. I can answer and I will be willing to help you. Okay? Anay, hala, Rose Benis. Kadalihan, let me review. Let me end the recording here. Baka meron ngang nakakuha ng tamang sagot.